Hey guys, welcome to another con support video. This is on parts of an algebraic expression. So it says, what is the coefficient in the expression 10x plus 8? Coefficient just means the number multiplying a variable. So in this case, it's just 10. The next one says, which expression represents the product of exactly two factors? So you're looking at two things that are being multiplied together. There's no addition or subtraction outside of parentheses. So the product of exactly two factors. Well, that's the sum. That's a product. And that one has two factors, 5 and the quantity of x plus y. And this one has two factors, the quantity of x minus y and the quantity of x plus y. So these are both products of two factors, right? Whether the factor is a value in parentheses or a value outside of parentheses, as long as it's just two things being multiplied together, they product with exactly two factors. This one has three factors, x, y, and z. So that's not two factors. All right, this one says, complete the statement to describe the expression a plus d in parentheses plus d plus e. The expression consists of blank factors, and each factor contains how many terms? Well, this one has two factors, right? The sum on the left and the sum on the right. So that's two values that we multiply together. And each of those contains how many terms? Well, inside this, if I had the expression a plus b, there are two things that are being combined, a and b. Remember, terms are separated by addition. So that would be two terms inside this one. And this would be two terms inside this one too, d plus e. So they each have exactly two terms inside the two factors. Consider the following expression and determine which statements are true. X squared plus 5yz minus 8. Choose two answers. There are three terms. Yes, there's x squared plus 5yz minus 8. All those are terms. All right? Because the minus 8 is actually being added. It's like plus negative 8. So there are three terms. Very true. The variables are x, y, and z. Yeah, there is an x, a y, and a z. I'm not sure how great that is, though, because you might say that's yz because they're together in one term. But this is okay. They're definitely possible. Let's see if there's any better answers. The coefficient of x is 2. Nope, that's an exponent on x, not a coefficient. Coefficient is the thing multiplying the variable, not what it's being raised to. That would be called the degree. Okay, so that's not true. And the term 5yz is made up of two factors. 5yz is made up of three factors, 5 times y times z, so that's wrong. So this is the best answer here. The reason I was hesitant on it is because yz's are different than y's or z's, right? It's the quantity of y times z, right? So it's going to be like a rectangle that, if you're thinking of algebraic tiles, that would be y by z, right? So it's different in some sense than just a y or a z on its own, right? But yeah, in the basic sense, the variables are x, y, and z. You're using those three different letters, so yes, true. All right, this one says, use the expression 5, 6 plus 8b to find an example of each kind of expression. All right, so the quotient would be that's the answer in the division problem, so that'd be 5 over 6. That's the quotient. The product would be 8 times b, because 8 times b is 8b, which is a product. It's the two things we multiply together. And the sum would be the sum of 5, 6, and 8b, which is right there. So that's how you do it. This one says, what is the coefficient of the term 12p in the expression 12p plus 9q? Well, the coefficient is how many p's you have. So there's 12 p's. That's the coefficient, 12. The next one says, which expression represents the product of a variable and a coefficient? So that means you're multiplying together a variable and a coefficient. So just 11c, that works. This one is a fraction and a variable. It is a coefficient of 1/2. So that also would work, right? Whether it's 11c or it's 1/2, it's still a number of the variable, right? So that would be fine. 5 times 10 is just two factors multiplied together, so it's just a product. But j times 4 would be 4j, and 4j means that the 4 is a coefficient, so that would be fine. So these are all going to work. This one's the one that's not going to work. And that's how you do it, guys. Hopefully that helps. Pretty easy, right?